It's been 60 years since this timeless classic first graced the screen, and today we're taking you on a journey, back in time and into the present, to see what happened to the stars who made this musical unforgettable. Julie Andrews was 30 years old when she played Maria, the joyful governess who stole hearts in The Sound of Music. Already a star from Mary Poppins, her role as Maria made her a Hollywood legend. After the film, she starred in many hits like Thoroughly Modern Millie and Victor/Victoria. In her later years, she became known for her voice roles in Shrek and The Princess Diaries. Today, Julie Andrews is 89 years old. She continues to write children's books and occasionally lends her voice to special projects. Christopher Plummer was 35 years old when he played the strict but loving Captain Von Trapp. Though he was already an established actor, The Sound of Music brought him global fame. Plummer later built a long and respected career in film, stage, and television, with standout roles in The Insider Beginners, which won him an Oscar, and Knives Out. He continued acting into his 90s. Sadly, Christopher Plummer passed away in 2021 at the age of 91 due to complications from a fall. His legacy lives on through his unforgettable performances. Eleanor Parker was 43 years old when she portrayed the elegant and sophisticated Baroness Elsa Schrader, Maria's romantic rival in The Sound of Music. Before the film, she was already a three-time Academy Award nominee and known for roles in Caged and Interrupted Melody. Her graceful performance added depth to the story. After the film, she continued acting in both movies and TV shows, though she slowly stepped away from the spotlight in the 1980s. Eleanor Parker passed away in 2013 at the age of 91 due to complications from pneumonia. Richard Haydn was 60 years old when he played the charming and witty Max Detweiler, the Von Trapp family's friend and talent manager in The Sound of Music. Known for his distinct voice and comedic timing, Haydn's career spanned from Broadway to film, including roles in The Last of the Mohicans, 1936, and The Private Life of Henry VIII. After The Sound of Music, he continued to work in both television and voice acting. Richard Haydn passed away in 1985 at the age of 80 from heart attack, leaving behind a legacy of memorable performances. Peggy Wood was 62 years old when she played the kind and wise Mother Abbess in The Sound of Music. A talented stage and screen actress, she had already built a successful career, with notable roles in The Farmer's Daughter and on Broadway. Her performance of Climb Every Mountain became one of the film's most iconic moments. After the film, she continued acting in TV and film, but her roles became less frequent. Peggy Wood passed away in 1978 at the age of 86 from heart failure, but her portrayal of Mother Abbess remains unforgettable. Charmian Carr was 21 years old when she portrayed Liesl Von Trapp, the beautiful and spirited eldest Von Trapp child. Her memorable performance of 16 going on 17 made her an instant star. After The Sound of Music, Carr appeared in a few other films, but she chose to step away from acting to focus on family and interior design. She later became a popular author, writing books about her time on set. Charmian Carr passed away in 2016 at the age of 73 from complications related to a rare form of dementia, leaving behind a cherished legacy. Heather Menzies-Urich was 14 years old when she played Louisa Von Trapp, the mischievous yet loving second eldest child. After The Sound of Music, Heather had a brief but notable career in television, appearing in shows like Logan's Run and The Rookies. She later became involved in theater and worked as a spokesperson for various causes. Heather Menzies-Urich passed away in 2017 at the age of 68 from brain cancer. Her portrayal of Louisa remains one of the beloved performances in the film. Nicholas Hammond was 15 years old when he played Friedrich Von Trapp, the oldest son who struggled with authority but had a strong sense of responsibility. After The Sound of Music, Hammond went on to have a diverse career, with roles in TV series like The Amazing Spider-Man and movies such as The Trial of the Catonsville Nine. He continued acting and later worked as a writer and director. Now 74 years old, Nicholas Hammond is still active in the entertainment industry, occasionally making public appearances and continuing his work in theater and film. Duane Chase was 15 years old when he played Kurt Von Trapp, the sweet and shy third child in the Von Trapp family. After The Sound of Music, Duane took a step back from acting and pursued a career in geology. He earned a degree in the field and went on to work as a geologist. Now 74 years old, Duane Chase lives a quieter life, far from the Hollywood spotlight, but his role in The Sound of Music is forever etched in fans' memories. Angela Cartwright was 13 years old when she played Brigitta Von Trapp, the smart and outspoken middle child. After The Sound of Music, Angela continued acting, with notable roles in Lost in Space and Make Room for Daddy. She later transitioned into photography and writing, publishing books about her experiences in Hollywood. Now 72 years old, Angela Cartwright is still active in creative pursuits, often sharing her work and memories with fans. Her role as Brigitta remains one of the most memorable in the film. Debbie Turner was just 8 years old when she played Marta Von Trapp, the sweet and innocent sixth child in the family. After The Sound of Music, Debbie had a few acting roles but ultimately decided to leave the entertainment industry. She went on to become a successful businesswoman, specializing in real estate. Now in her late 60s, Debbie Turner enjoys a quieter life, but her role in The Sound of Music continues to be a cherished part of her legacy. Kym Karath was just 6 years old when she played the adorable youngest Von Trapp child, Gretel. After The Sound of Music, Kym had a few small roles in television and films, but as she grew older, she moved away from acting. Kym later became involved in charity work and occasionally participates in reunions with the cast. Now 66 years old, she enjoys connecting with fans and reminiscing about her iconic role. Her portrayal of Gretel remains a beloved part of the film's legacy. Anna Lee was 56 years old when she portrayed Sister Margareta, one of the nuns who supported Maria at the Abbey. With a career spanning over 50 years, Anna Lee was a well-established actress before The Sound of Music, known for her work in films like How Green Was My Valley and TV shows such as General Hospital. After the film, she continued acting in both television and film, often playing maternal or grandmotherly roles. Anna Lee passed away in 2004 at the age of 91, leaving behind a long and distinguished career in Hollywood. Portia Nelson was 45 years old when she played Sister Baird, the no-nonsense nun who initially opposes Maria's unconventional ways. Before The Sound of Music, Portia had a successful career in theater, film, and music. After the film, she continued to appear in various TV shows and films, including The Moonspinners and The Sound of Murder. She also became a well-known author, publishing books and poetry. Portia Nelson passed away in 2001 at the age of 80, but her performance as Sister Baird remains a memorable part of The Sound of Music. Ben Wright was 47 years old when he portrayed Herr Zeller, the stern and pro-Germantown official who opposes the Von Trapps. A veteran actor of stage, film, and television, Wright had a long career before The Sound of Music, with notable roles in The Adventures of Robin Hood and the Thin Man series. After the film, he continued acting in both television and films, including voice work for animated series. Ben Wright passed away in 1989 at the age of 74, but his role as Herr Zeller remains a key part of the film's memorable cast. Daniel Truhitte was 22 years old when he portrayed Rolf, the charming telegram delivery boy who falls in love with Liesel. After The Sound of Music, Truhitte continued his acting career, appearing in TV shows like Gunsmoke and The Rookies, as well as a few films. He also worked as a singer and performer. In the years following, he moved away from acting and focused on a variety of business ventures. Now 81 years old, Daniel Truhitte enjoys participating in The Sound of Music reunions and cherishing the legacy of his role as Rolf. Norma Varden was 67 years old when she played Frau Schmidt, the kind-hearted housekeeper to the Von Trapp family. A seasoned actress with a career spanning over 4 decades, Varden had notable roles in films such as The Scarlet Pimpernel and The Caine Mutiny. After The Sound of Music, she continued to appear in television shows and films, often in supporting roles. Norma Varden passed away in 1989 at the age of 90, leaving behind a distinguished legacy in both film and television. Gilchrist Stuart was 46 years old when he portrayed Franz, the loyal butler to the Von Trapp family. While his role in The Sound of Music was relatively small, Stuart had a solid career in film and television, with earlier roles in films like The Bridge of San Luis Rey and The Great Escape. After the film, he continued to appear in supporting roles in TV and film. Gilchrist Stuart passed away in 1977 at the age of 58, but his portrayal of Franz remains a memorable part of the film's ensemble cast. Marni Nixon was 34 years old when she portrayed Sister Sophia, one of the nuns at the Abbey in The Sound of Music. Known as the ghostess of the musicals, Nixon was a renowned vocal performer who dubbed songs for actresses in iconic films like My Fair Lady and West Side Story. Although she had a limited on-screen presence in The Sound of Music, her voice was heard in many of the film's songs. Afterward, she continued her work in music and voiceover, as well as acting. Marni Nixon passed away in 2016 at the age of 86, leaving behind a legacy of unforgettable vocal performances. Evadne Baker was 28 years old when she played Sister Bernice, one of the nuns at the Abbey in The Sound of Music. Although her role was small, Baker had a successful career in theater and film, appearing in various British productions. After The Sound of Music, she continued to work in television and film, mostly in minor roles. Evadne Baker passed away in 1995 at the age of 57, but her contribution to the film remains part of the iconic ensemble. Doris Lloyd was 69 years old when she portrayed Baroness Eberfeld, the high society woman who briefly competes for Captain Von Trapp's affection. With a career spanning over 40 years, Lloyd was an experienced actress known for her roles in films like The Big Clock and The Lady Vanishes. After The Sound of Music, she continued to appear in films and television, often playing elegant, upper-class characters. Doris Lloyd passed away in 1968 at the age of 71, leaving behind a legacy of memorable roles in Hollywood. Thanks for watching. See you next time.